Okay, in this lesson we will be learning another pattern, another technique for piano playing, and it's called the suspended chord. And then we're going to resolve the chord. And let me explain those two terms. Suspend, what do you do when you suspend something? You hold it up, and then to resolve, it's going to come back down and rest to where it usually is. Okay, so we're going to suspend a note from where it usually would be, and then we're going to resolve it back down. Because music is a bunch of tension and resolution. Tension and resolution. That's what music is. A rising tension, and then it's resolved. Another tension. And that's really how music is created and organized. So let's start with a chord here. We're in the key of G. I'm going to start with a right hand. Let's look at this chord first. G, B, D. Okay, in the right hand. Actually, let me play it first because you probably wonder what it sounds like. So let me do the lesson here. Let's see. Okay, so you've probably heard that kind of sound in piano music, so I'm going to show you how to do it now. So G, B, D in the right hand, above, middle, C. Now, this first chord, or this chord here, is normal. We know this one. We're very familiar with G, B, D, right? Well, what we're going to do is suspend the G and make it an A. Okay? So watch what I did down here. Here's a G, B, D chord. I'm going to take the G and suspend it, the bottom note of the chord, and make it an A. You may say, what chord is that? Don't worry about it now. It's just a suspended chord. It's a suspended G chord. Let's just call it that for now. Alright, and we're going to resolve it by letting the A go back down to a G where it wants to go. Okay, so I'm going to do this chord 2 times. So D, B, A, the G suspended chord, 2 times. 1, 2, and then I'm going to resolve it and make the A go back down to a G and do it 2 times. 1, 2. And then I get dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. And that's the rhythm I'd like you to do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to do each measure that way. Okay, in the left hand, it's a G chord. So I'm just going to play a G octave in a fifth, and I'm going to roll it up from bottom to top. And again, I arranged this or wrote the music so that you wouldn't have to play right and left hand together too much yet. So when you play this first suspended chord, play the left hand bass note together and then finish the left hand. Okay, so here we go. Now finish the left hand and then this chord again. Bum, bum, bum. I'll do this box again. Bum, bum, bum. One more time. We're going to do each box 2 times. So let's do this box 2 times. 1, 2. So this is a G chord. This was a G suspended chord. It's actually called a 2-1 suspension. Anyway, just know that it's a suspended chord, alright? Next measure, we have an E minor chord. Let's look at the second chord again. We have an E, G, B. So E above middle C, the G above that, the B above that. Now let's suspend the E to what? An F sharp, because we're in the key of G. So not F natural, F sharp. So B, G, F sharp. And we'll do it 2 times. 1, 2, and then we resolve it and let the F sharp go back down to where it wants to be, the E. Okay, here the tension, resolution, rest. Okay? Left hand's doing an E octave and a fifth. So let's go low down here. So again, we play that together. Finish the left hand. So now let me do this box 2 times. 1, 2. Alright, here's the third box. C chord. Look at the second chord to see what it is. C, E, G. Now make it suspended. Suspend the C. Suspend the C to a D. Okay, and then we're going to resolve it back down to a C. So let me do this box 2 times. One, and you can actually play the left hand right here. They kind of will mix. Or if you're not comfortable doing that, play the left hand down here. But I'm going to play it up here so you can see better. So this box 2 times. 1, 2. All right, and then moving on to this box, A minor, A, C, E. So lower with the right hand, A, C, E, A minor. And let's suspend the A to a B, so it becomes an A minor suspended chord, and then we're going to resolve it just to a regular A minor. So A octave in the 5th, let's do it right here. A, E, A. If you do it down here, it's going to sound too bassy. So let's not go that low, let's stay up here. So this box 2 times, 1, 2. And then I'm going to end with my G chord. Now you say, well that's not a G chord, it's got an A in there. Well, it's what we call a G add 2 or add 9, and it just kind of adds a little flavor to the chord. Like if I go G, B, D, I can do this, or I can add an A and it sounds like this. You've heard that before. All right, so let's play G, B, D, and then add our pointer finger with an A, and it becomes a G add 9 chord, because it's a G chord adding a 9th. You say, well, what's the 9? Well, if I start from a G and I count up 9 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's an A. So that's why we call it G add 9. But I will get to those chords later and we'll really get into them. But right now I just want to show you a cool chord to play. So G, B, D, A, with it. Left hand's doing a G octave down here. Just play an octave with it and just roll it if you want to. Okay, one more time from the beginning. I'll play it like it is. Notice I change it a little bit. I'm trying to throw you a little curve there. Be adventurous. Try a different rhythm. Try something else when you play. The only way to develop your ear and learn to improvise is to try it. Just try a different rhythm or playing the chord in a little different way than I do it. Okay.